You want to join up? Come on up.
Nice job.
Well, we have to thank our board for giving us a break in the rain today.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Was one of the strongest advocates for ratification of the United States Constitution, and that Virginia in fact ratified and joined the Union. So when you consider that, and you consider his words to Mr. Monroe, perhaps it sheds a little light upon what Robert did in 1861. So I will share with you my words. As rumors go, and unfortunately I fear most people listen to gossip, there's been much talk of a meeting between General Winfield Scott and me in April of 1861 on the subject of my command of the armies of the United States. But on this important point, it was in fact a meeting with Mr. Francis Preston Blair that is of import. I told Mr. Blair that although opposed to secession and deprecating war, I could take no part in an invasion of the southern states. A union that must be held together at the point of the sword holds no charm for me. Save in defense of my native Virginia, I never again intended to draw my sword. Primarily from the Midwest and West Coast. These were people that taught history in their schools. And I was not only amazed, but appalled to learn how little of the American history they know. They know their state histories. But as for knowing the nation's history,
You do a poor job. It's almost a resign.
and many of them had no concept that Virginia is in fact the cradle of liberty. Our Declaration of Independence and our Constitution was primarily born and drafted in Virginia by Virginians. That would be my father, sir. I'll share a little story about my father, if I may. As I paced the floors in Arlington House in April of 1861, contemplating what I might choose to do, to offer my resignation to Mr. Scott, or to offer my sword to Virginia. And it came to mind to me I was in possession of a letter that my father had received from Mr. Monroe. Mr. Monroe, while my father was governor of Virginia, approached him about a brigadiership of Virginia militia to go into the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to suppress the so-called Whiskey Rebellion. My father's response to him rings in my ears to this very day, and he wrote back to Mr. Monroe stating that if it in fact is the wish of the good people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania that we suppress the so-called rebellion, then I indeed, sir, will accept your charge. However, if it is merely the wishes of the federal government to impose its will upon the good people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I must decline your charge, sir, and cast my fate with my native Virginia. and accept what comes her way. It was then that I knew the path I must follow.
Ma'am?
How many people are on your side?
The whole Army of Northern Virginia? 73,000, sir?
The last returns have us at about 60,000, I believe.
Must have been some shirkers. I forgot the wounded also.
Well, if there are no more questions among you, I bid you all a good day. Be safe. Those people are in the area. Colonel? Sir? And I hope you will charge that young man to learn his history properly, so that he may know who he is someday in the future as an American. His parents and his grandparents and his great-grandparents will teach him who he is as a person, and his history will teach him who he is as an American. Hi there. Nice to meet you, young man. And your name is? Nice to meet you, Adam. Sir. You people have a great day. Thank you.
You ain't got nothing better to do.
All of my hands.
Nice job.
You can't walk ourselves, can we?
Kind of right to say that first.
Exactly. Yeah.